If you get yourself the copy of the Standard, if you're old school like me, you're wondering what was cutting. Today's headline is How Election Year Billions Were Shared. All right. I'm just showing you this headline because I want you to get the copy itself for posterity. Posterity, why? Because every Wednesday, you can see this one, eh? Every Wednesday, there's cars with Big Boy Trev. And then what's today's article about, brother? The A to Z of owning a PSV, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Public service vehicle, for those who don't know what PSV means.
Okay.
Yes. And obviously now I've just given an insight on the new Ford Ranger, which is also coming around March next year.
Yes.
This year, actually, sorry.
Yes.
And then given tips on climate control.
Right.
Yes.
And I didn't say hello. How rude of me.
No, not a problem. We jump right in.
We're just inside straight.
You're inside straight.
that just sounds so. But anyway, so that is in the newspaper, right?
Yes.
Bob? And then obviously it's an online edition.
Yes.
And then of course from 4:30 he is here with us. It's definitely Cars with Big Boy Trev. This and every Wednesday. But the best bit, and we're talking about it just now, he's constantly, I'm amazed by his energy. On Sundays, 6:30 p.m. KTN home.
Yes.
It's Cars with Big Boy Trev. Trev, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
You're 100?
110%.
And like you said it, you've just said, so it is the A to Z of owning a PSV.
Yes.
Now, first of all, because obviously, Edna, that's our producer, likes to micromanage things.
Yes.
But I just want to know, because for you are the guru. I saw somewhere where there is a... these Matatus, the common one, the new common ones are called what, bro? There's one that somebody was saying they're Buddha kabisa, yani they're death trap. I don't know whether it was a Toyota or it was a Nissan.
So Matatus have different types of connotations.
Yeah, bro.
So you have the small ones, the Omnis. You know the Omni, Maruti Omni? The really small van.
Where?
Indian.
Where you're Matatu wapi?
It's in
Wacha.
Ukenda into those areas like
Interior,
Zico. And it's actually the cheapest means of transport. And then now you move to
I was about to go ethnic, like and then stop. Okay.
Zico. Out on the outskirts
yes.
Then obviously you have the vanettes. The vanettes are the small panel vans, 10-seaters.
Right.
And then now you have your Matatu, your Nissan, as you normally call it.
Yes.
But they are 14-seater panel vans. So
those ones.
Yes. So
your
typical Toyota highest, we used to call them Shark, now they're called
those ones.
Ngurue or whatever it is they call it.
Yes.
And then we have either a Nissan or a Toyota.
That one.
Those are the main ones.
Thank you.
Then you have your mid-size, sort of bigger Manyanga Matatu.
Manyanga, that's one. That's the one.
Manyanga old school vibe.
Yes.
So those ones range from 29-seater to 37.
Yes.
Depending on what type of body you've picked.
Yes.
And then now you have also the Ford Travelers. Ford Travelers?
Yes.
It's a Matatu, but it has a head.
Yes.
Guys,
yes.
the Ford Travelers, those ones. There's that category of Matatus, and Mitsubishi Fuso are very big on that.
Right.
Then now you have the, long range public transport vehicles. So your typical buses. So you can either have a luxury version, the ones that go to Mombasa, basi too, Waida basi. They're typically 45. They're typically 45 seats because of COVID.
Yes.
Kitamo, there used to be many people. Then you have your standard 63, but now reduced.
Whoa. You mean, hold on. You mean in this COVID era, they've chomoed some seats from those buses?
Yes, it was a requirement.
Get out of here.
Yes, it was a requirement.
Allah.
So even if your bus had 63 seats,
yes,
I think you had to carry 75%.
Allah.
Yeah. That was a requirement.
Okay.
And some went all the way and removed some of the seats.
Yes.
Instead of having three seats,
yes,
it was 2-2.
Hey, so business class.
Economy business.
But
economy business.
Now, yes. Trevor, I really love the way, like I've told you, Trevor should be a two lecturer.
Yes.
Yeah. You've really broken it down. But he didn't answer the question because that was very diplomatic of you. Are they death traps? And I'm talking about this. The 14-seater Manenos. Yeah, because somebody said, anyway, are these particular, the ones that are coming, that are basically at the port now, these newer versions, because clearly the second hand, no?
Yes.
Is one particular brand more suspect or liable to get into than another?
No, not at all, because a lot of these brands
yes,
all have to go through special tests. The safety tests. They're called safety assessment tests in Japan,
yeah,
or the country of origin.
Oh.
However, these cars, from design perspective, are not built to be they are not supposed to carry passengers.
Ni mzigo tu.
Yes, those are panel vans. So what we do is we convert them. The special ones that are supposed to carry people have a different shape altogether. Yes, they'll have a longer nose so that you have bigger impact structure. You know, they'll have taller roofs as well, so that you have good protection in case of a rollover.
Yes,
they are wider, and you'll find most of them have even seat belts that are placed on the floor of the van. Okay. So the problem is this: you buy a Matatus, a M3, from Costa, it's a panel van in its previous life. You bring it, you take it to a guy in Juakali, you fix the seats. What does he do? The seats are just welded.
Exactly.
They're just welded.
Yes.
A weld will chomoka. With that weight,
with the iron and the impact.
It will.
That's how most people die.
Yes, and then number two, these cars have a high center of gravity. If you're used to driving a small car, then you jump onto that Matatus and you drive recklessly. Sometimes it's a cause and effect. When you drive recklessly and you get into a funk and you cannot get yourself out of that funk, the most you could do is just pray that it is not as severe as you'd want it to be, because the repercussions are high. And remember, once you convert it, it means even the way they do the conversion is not from a safety perspective. They just use it to put the seats in place. So like if you look at the ones that are specified for, particularly built for safety, and let me use a good example. In Mombasa, Toyota have started building their own Matatus here in Mombasa. But it's done from a Japanese safety perspective.
Right.
So the seats are not welded on the floor, but are welded on the chassis.
Come on.
All right. So the chassis is the anchor point for all the seats.
Yes.
And it's the strongest part of that. Of that bus. So
I like that.
So chances are, if you get into a funk, the seats will not deform or break.
Bus.
All right.
Yes.
Because it's been done in a way that it allows for
that.
the safety element to happen. But no, for Juakali guys, they just weld. The weld will come out. They do 3
That's
spots,
why when it does an automatic stop like that, ndio watu wanakufa kwa sababu hizo vitu kutoka nyuma zinaenda mbele.
I saw another one the other day. I think it was moving around on social.
Yes.
A mat. The guy was overtaking, and then I don't know what happened. He saw an oncoming moti. He swerved. So obviously, when he swerved, he lost control. It rolled 3 times, and I could see people literally being thrown outside the car.
Oh my God.
And it's sad. And again, sometimes the accidents are caused by reckless driving.
Oh my God.
Reckless driving is the biggest thing.
Okay, so Trev.
Yes.
When we get back, look. So now, okay, we're in there. We're talking about my threes, né?
Yes.
And because you are sage, you know all. I've got me some money. It's a new year.
Yes.
And I said, Baba, through hell or high water,
yes,
I'm investing in this Matatus business.
Correct.
Okay?
Yeah.
You're going to take me on a journey. All right?
Absolutely.
One step at a
time.
One step at a time.
Spice.
It's Wednesday, which means it's Cars with Big Boy Trev from 4:30 to 5 in the PM. But you can also catch him, his article today, of course, in the Standard newspaper. Please, obviously that time magazeti zimetoka kwa the streets.
Yes.
But just walk into your Tusupa, or indeed you can get the online edition. How does one access that, bruv?
You go to www.standardmedia.co.ke/e-paper. Click and then you'll see. Select today's paper and you pay 20 bob and you're good to go.
You're good to go, man.
Yes.
And but you know what? And then also catch him. And this is definitely a day you cannot miss. Not that you should miss this edition, but every Sunday 6:30 to 7 on KTN Home. Trev, once again, karibu sana, my brother.
Thank you.
And like I say, he is sage, for he knows. And this year now you're looking to invest.
Yes.
And you know they say motis, obviously they are a diminishing asset.
Correct.
But there are certain types of vehicles, because we are talking about public service vehicles.
Yes.
Or commercial vehicles that are used for commercial use.
Yes.
And Trevor's basically taken us through the do's and do not, the safety features that have or should not on indeed Matatus, all right, or public service vehicles. He has taken us from what are the smallest public service vehicles, and in fact the ones that you'd see on the Indian streets,
yes,
and to the biggest, which is what Ati? Those matriz with there's obviously we're talking about the buses,
the
right?
buses, the big ones,
the big buses.
Yes.
Now you have told us the types, though, bro. Yeah.
Yes.
Now let us now I've got. Let me just. Okay, let's pick a round figure.
Yes.
Okay, because you wrote a figure here for me. Now let's start with two figures. First of all, I'm able to access a mic.
Yes.
Are we together, Trev?
Yes.
1 meter.
1 meter.
I want you. Umeongea sana. I want that 14-seater.
Yes.
Tell me the more forward. Tell me how I get it done, bruv.
Now, it depends on what type of 14-seater you want. Do you want to be the first owner, or do you want to pick a Matatus that has been in business and it's still running? It's like a second hand of the second hand.
Okay.
It depends.
You see that you see you're taking me there. You're taking me there. By the way, if you got these kind of questions, please, Tafadali, jump in. SpiceFM KE, ask Trev these questions or dial the number 0719012600. I didn't know I had an option. I thought I'd buy the second hand of the second hand.
There are many options, but for the smart businessman, the smart choice would be to have a fresh import.
That's right.
So that, because like you said, it's a diminishing asset.
Indeed.
And with age,
yes,
it comes inefficiencies.
Indeed.
And issues.
Yes.
So you want to pick a moti that is still in its prime condition.
Right.
So that it will serve you and you can break even.
Okay.
The issue is breaking
exactly.
even. You know,
yes.
So you've asked me, you have a meter.
Yes.
You want a 14-seater.
Yes.
Obviously, the first choice would be to go to the market and find out how much one would cost import, so which roughly will cost between 3.75 to 4M right now.
Okay.
In Kenyan money now.
Now.
Yes.
So Trev is here.
Yes.
And I've got a mic.
Yes.
Obviously, mathematics tells me I've got a difference of about 3 or 2.7 meter.
Correct.
I do not have access to a politician. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. But you have, however, you have access to your bank or a SACCO.
Twende.
All right.
Now,
it's something called asset financing.
Yes.
Most banks.
You keep on talking about this.
Yes.
Bro.
Asset financing, extremely well for commercial people.
Yes.
Because the bank will look at how you're supposed to literally how you use your money.
Yes.
And say, okay, Mr. Trev, we can give you 3 mic.
Yes.
Of an extended period of between 36 to 60 months.
Sharp.
Depending on how your cash flow is.
Yes.
All right. So they give you that. So the only thing you need to do is put a down payment for the mat.
Yes.
Which is normally 10%.
Right.
So if you do your math, 10% of, let's give a round figure of 4 million.
Yeah,
it will be 400K.
There we go.
All right.
Right.
And then you can start paying already your
bus.
Yes. So now you have the mat.
Right.
But you need to break even.
Yes.
On an average, how much does that Matatus cost? So let's take a typical Toyota Hiace.
Yes.
That is used on our everyday roads. We know it.
Okay.
We call it Shark. We call it Ngurue.
So this is the 14-seater.
Yes, 14-seater.
Thank you.
And you've invested and saying, okay, this year is my year for trying.
Yes.
So what is the math?
Yes.
Because the math is so important.
Yes.
So that moti, on average fuel consumption is about 10 kilometers to the liter. Average.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
So to cut the long story short for you to understand, in a day, if you to do your math, then pay your conductor, top it up with gas, the average you probably get is 2,500 bob. That is the average in a day.
That is gross. After sorting out these
everything, after paying the conductor, the driver.
That is cash in hand.
Cash in hand.
Sharp.
2,500. And because the Matatus needs to rest and be serviced.
Yes.
We normally calculate in 6 days.
The bus.
All right?
Yes.
It needs rest.
Yes.
So in a good week, you probably get about 12 Gs.
Wow.
In a good week. In about 12 Gs or 13 Gs, thereabout.
Yes.
Depending kama hujakulwa na
people
on the road. Watu.
Yes.
Kama hujakulwa, etc.
Serikali.
Serikali. If you do that and you build it up, so give it a round figure of 12 Gs. You multiply by 4 for a month, that is 48K. In a year, if you do 48K, it comes to about 600K.
Yes.
Then multiply it now times 3-4 years, you'll be able to break even on your loan.
But there's interest in it.
Of course. I mean, if you plus or minus. Sometimes you might find I can lose some cash somewhere, you top up, top up. But on average, people will break even in the 3rd year.
Wow.
Of that Matatus. And this is ceteris paribus. All factors remaining constant.
There we go. Yes.
All factors remaining constant.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
But for those who are more ambitious, and I want that Matatus, the big one, the 29-seater, to 33 to 37, your range, I have to go to one of the dealers. Okay? Now, if you go to the dealer right now, they tell you, boss, this Matatus, if you want one, you probably get it from between 4.5 to 5M. This is the chassis and the body included.
Trev,
Yes.
you know that's just slightly more expensive or the same price as this other thing from Nani? This Hiace.
Yes.
Allah.
It is because it carries more, but you see, it's a truck chassis. So when you go to the dealer, you'll buy the truck. The truck
Yes.
will cost you 4.5M.
Yes.
Then the body goes for about a meter.
Yes.
So just say on average between 5.5 to 6M.
Okay.
That's the amount of money you're going to spend.
Sharp.
All right?
Right.
Still the same math.
Yes.
The math for Amat
Yes.
daily.
Yes.
Figures laps in Nairobi, 100 kilometers. We've done the math.
Yes.
Factors of traffic,
Yes.
etc.
Yes.
You will have 10 Gs. Cash in hand. All right? Capacity is bigger.
Yes.
You know, you're able to carry
Yes.
more people,
Yes.
more goods, etc.
Yes.
Multiply that by 6 days is
60
60
Gs.
Gs. Times 4,
Right.
140.
Yes.
Multiply by 12, 2.4.
2.4. Yes.
So times 3,
Yes. 2.4, 4.8.
Yeah,
yes.
in the
It's
third
7,
year,
7. Yes.
you'll break even in the third year. And
7.2
normally,
Mike, yes.
and then normally because it's a new moti,
Yes.
warranty lasts for 3 years or 100,000 kilometer warranty. So that moti will not have issues that are mechanical because it's under warranty. It's a brand new Matatu. So it makes smart.
Exactly. That
smart
makes more
money,
sense. Yes.
You know, to
Yes.
be part and parcel and
Exactly.
buy a brand new Matatu.
Okay. You see now, I tell you, I help you for he is Trev. Yeah. And so ideally, if you're playing the long game and you want to do that, just get the, what do we call it? The manyanga. Let's call it the manyanga,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, brother. Thank you so much. Now, I have gone to the dealer.
Yes.
Okay. I've sorted out. We have organized now with the bank. Yeah. Absolutely good to go.
Yes.
Now, and they are the bane of the existence, high cops.
Yes.
Okay. So, and they're always looking for issues with the
Yes,
motor garis.
yes.
It's straight out the shop, Trev.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna find any mechanical faults with that. But always, I see these things of licensing. What is it? And let's, obviously it's an obvious question, but for the uninitiated,
Yes.
what kind of licenses are we looking for in a public service vehicle, bro?
So first, before a vehicle is licensed, they have to check that it is insured. There's a specific type of insurance for PSVs, which is not a third party, but it's fully comprehensive.
Yes.
And you have to pay it.
Yes.
This is to ensure that in case you get involved in a thief or an
Indeed.
accident, or even your Matatu is stolen or
Yes,
whatever it
yes.
is, you're well taken care of.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Now, apart from that, you go to NTSA. There's a PSV license. You must apply. PSV license ensures that you've complied with the NTSA regulations of running a PSV, which include yellow line.
Yes, yeah.
Yellow line, lazima umeweka kama ni, unless it is a SACCO, you don't need a yellow line.
As well, yes.
Number 2, speed governor has to be checked. Safety belts have to be checked. There are so many things they check along. Service history, etc. Then you'll get that license. Then there's inspection, which is done yearly, which is separate from the license.
Trev, watch up.
Yes. There's inspection. There's initial inspection
No,
cost.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Initial. No, but then, do you know, like in the wee hours of the morning?
Yes.
Yeah. I have seen some beat up nannies on these two main streets, bruv. And especially, remember, we were talking about shags.
Yes.
Well, come on, man. Don't call it shags. The county edition.
Yes.
And those ones, the car is down of 90. And you can see the road from inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had it through the floor.
There's one I pandered, picked a bump, it started the battery short. There was like a small fire many years back. Now listen, those ones survive through the grace of God and cess.
I like that.
You know cess?
Yes.
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 The
yes,
levy?
Yes.
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 They survive
I like
that like
I like
that.
that. Yes.
But if you were a country that upholds on the law, they will not be on the road.
Yeah.
And also remember that time is when also the two very old haggard transporters are also moving things around.
Yes. Yes.
So I mean
I like
that's
that.
Kenya
So,
for you, man.
so that was asked and answered. Okay,
Yes.
so you spoke about licensing. Have you finished now? So
Yes, that's for the car.
right.
All right.
God, sorry. Go
Then
ahead. I
obviously
cut
number
off.
2, you have to be registered in a SACCO,
Right.
which is part of the prerequisite. You have to be registered in a SACCO
Now,
because you cannot operate
sorry. Yes.
without being in a route. You have to be like, if you're a person for Mombasa Road, you're either going Rembo,
Yes.
which is going to Kitengela,
Yes.
or Embasava, it is Embakasi.
Yes.
If you're going to town, whatever,
Yes.
you have to be a member of a SACCO.
Sure.
And there are also fees for that too small fees for joining. And that is separate.
So it's not at your an initiation and
No, it's a cost. It's a cost to the owner, initial cost.
Okay.
And I think the subscription is yearly. So every year there's a certain amount of money you pay to the SACCO to be part of the SACCO.
Is it still mafia style kind of ish in terms of Trev SACCO vis-a-vis Kwache SACCO, bruv?
It's legitimized. Let me just say legitimized.
Right?
Formal,
Yes.
but if you look deep down into the workings,
Yeah.
it's cutthroat.
It is, right?
It's cutthroat.
Okay.
And also remember,
Yes.
before you've done all that, your driver and conductor have to be certified. They must have
I was just about to ask you that. Yes.
certificate of good conduct, which is important. So you go to Kiambu Road, CID, apply for that. They clear you if you have any criminal record. They have to check that. Obviously, your license, you must have a PSV license, for a driver's PSV license, that allows you to carry cargo and passengers.
Right.
It's a special one.
Right.
They just created this. Long time there was nothing like that.
Yes.
But now, because they have to track and identify people, they created a special segment for that. So every year you have to pay a certain amount to NTSA, so that you're able to be licensed to have that product. And then retraining. In fact, I even had that to some point you have to be retrained every 2 years.
This is for the driver and
for the driver.
Kondi,
Yes,
both, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Trev, hey man, the story is intriguing, man, but we're running out of time now. So you've told me about Manyanga, bro.
Yes.
Okay, so you clearly bigger is better.
Bigger is better.
And why aren't you? If in terms of somebody, they are more than ambitious, Papa. They want a bus.
Yes.
Is that you've not used that as a viable option? I mean, it's Champions League.
Well,
this
for
is World Cup.
SMEs, bus is a bit too ambitious.
Yes,
but
right?
if you're playing the big leagues, the big boys,
yes,
obviously bus has a lot of
big boys,
big returns,
Yes.
big risk, big returns.
Big risk.
Yes. So if you look at established, brands.
Yes.
Let me give a good example. EasyCo.
Yes.
They took a model where the previous Akamba. Do you remember Akamba?
Yes.
So it was a reliable.
Bus, yes.
It was a reliable form of transport.
Yes.
Where you could, it's spacious, it's not squeezed. They have a schedule. They run everywhere in the country, and it is as reliable to a fault. You'll never miss. It's very organized. So it is a business model. So those kind of people require huge amounts of capital.
Right.
Either you're a SACCO or an individual or a company.
Yes.
That the big buses, the returns are based on scale. So the bigger the number of buses, the more profits you get. But one bus, I mean, our roads.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
You know what? We could talk until the cows come home, but you know what? Time waits for no man, even indeed Nani Trev himself. It has been Cars with Big Boy Trev. Thank you so much, my brother from another mother. We shall see you on Sunday at,
Yes.
6:30.
6:30.
On KTN Home. Thanks, bruv. Nothing but love.
Spice FM.